brawling. You don't know they are back with something banging, banging. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Guys, today. Huh, you don't know every day I wake up surfing like a surfer, dip on the internet like observer. 'Cause you don't know me, I forget to know some of the hottest set of story time them guys. But you know me want to do please. And before me even ask no for do nothing, I just want to thank everybody for like the views and the little bit of subscribers them been I get. I am really appreciative. But guys, don't forget for like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Um so this is that story time here today is a epic one. It'll gonna be about a lady where make her maid of honor um basically change her mind from married in her husband. So we'll get straight into it.
My maid of honor begged me not to marry my fiance a week before our wedding, and I need to know if I did the right thing. My fiance and I had been together for over 3 years, and I thought that I was the luckiest girl in the whole world. My friends loved him, my family loved him. I truly was living in the mindset that I was in this perfect relationship with the perfect guy. My maid of honor was my best childhood friend. She knows me better than anyone else in the entire world, but unfortunately, we live in different states. So before I got engaged, she had only met my fiance a handful of times when she came to visit or we went to visit her. But about 5 months before the wedding, my maid of honor actually decided to move home, and she ended up living about 15 minutes from me. So she started spending a
You know, I run out of breath. No man. Oh, I mean a listener and me I run out of breath, bro. Like why? Like, bro.
ton of time with my fiance and I. And this is when I started noticing a shift. She seemed to be so much less excited about wedding planning. When my fiance would walk into the room, she'd go quiet. It was just weird. Like I could tell the vibe was off. And anytime I tried to ask her about it, she would just tell me it was nothing. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. I kind of chalk it all up to the fact that maybe she's just stressed out because being a maid of honor is a big responsibility and she just went through this big move. It's probably just a lot on her plate. So I don't push it. But that's when I get the phone call. Less than a week before my wedding, I get a call from my maid of honor and she's absolutely sobbing and asks me if she can come over. I was like, yes, absolutely. I think that something's going on with her personally. I would have never expected what she was about to say to me. So she comes over and she's an absolute mess. She's crying, she's shaking, she looks so upset. And so I'm trying to ask her what's wrong. And for a while, she's just not even able to say anything to me. But finally, she just looks at me and says, you can't marry him. You have to call off this wedding. And I am absolutely shocked. And my mind goes exactly where yours may have gone. Did you find out he was cheating on me? She's like, no, that's not it. I was like, okay, did he say something to you that rubbed you the wrong way? Like, I don't understand. She's like, no, he didn't say anything to me. So I'm just absolutely
Oh, she like him? I don't know.
dumbfounded. I'm trying to get her to explain more what's going on, and she was like, it's hard for me to even describe why you need to end it, but you need to trust me. It's for the best that you don't marry this man. And that's when she hands me her phone, and it's not pictures, it's not texts, it's a notes app. And since she had moved closer to us, she started writing down every instance where she felt like my fiance was not good for me. She told me it was never the plan to gather all this information and put it in a notes app and then just boom.
Yo, I want like I ain't never had any friends like that. And personally, I've heard a lot of people speak about having like friends like this that like they are really close to, right? And basically the friend they can help them make life changing decisions in them life. But like I've never had a friend like this. And to be honest, I don't think I need a friend like this, bro. Because no matter how long we are friends or how long we have been friends, you will never know what is good for me. To be honest, bro. Only me know what's good for me. So let's just see where this is going.
Bombard me with it right before my wedding, but that's kind of what was happening. Like, she wrote down a ton of things and then
And guys, I won't say that the friend's opinion won't matter, right? Because I am going to hear out my friend and but like as long as it is like constructive criticism, Because to be honest, bro, sometimes like your friend them come to you with things about your significant other, like your spouse, and let's just say 40% to 50% of the time they might be correct, bro. But like the other percentage of the time, them is either them like your man or them jealous.
Right before my wedding is showing me. She told me that she started to feel like she was losing her mind a little bit because she felt like my fiance wasn't good for me, but she didn't know if those feelings were valid or if maybe she was just a super overprotective friend. So every time a situation presented itself where she started getting this feeling that something wasn't right, she wrote it down so that she could look at it and then decide if her feelings were valid. And my immediate reaction is to be upset because nobody's perfect. So what do you mean you were just writing every single time you messed up
Exactly. But let's just see where this is going.
on a list and that's what you're presenting? Because obviously he's gonna look bad if you're just writing down every single mistake you've ever seen him make. But that's when I noticed that the Notes app wasn't just specific instances of things that he did. It was showing patterns, things that he was consistently doing that weren't right. One of the examples she had on the Notes app was, your fiance always puts down your accomplishments. And she noted the instance when I got promoted at work and I threw a celebration dinner, and my fiance, in front of all of my friends and family, said that, yeah, it was great that I got promoted, but if I would have worked harder, I would have already been promoted. And looking at all of the examples on there, I realized she was kind of right. When I was thinking about it,
What wrong with that? Like, alright, I understand where you females might think something is wrong with that, bro. But like, let's just see where this I go, guys. Because to be honest, I don't see what wrong with that, bro. You get a promotion, right? And the time when you get the promotion, your fiance feel like, hey, if you been did a work harder, you could have been get this a promotion because him see the greatness in you, right? Me not to, in my opinion, I don't think that is bringing down. Although him could have probably handled the situation better at the moment because him never have to do it publicly in front of everybody, especially the night when you basically celebrate your promotion, right? Him could have waited you like 2 hours they by on yourself and attack and but like bro, I don't understand what's wrong with that though.
anytime something big and amazing happened in my life, it was never just congratulations, that's amazing. It was always conditional. That's amazing, but it could have been more amazing, or but I did this, or but never just congratulations.
All right, so if I'm gonna compare himself, so all right, what I know is definitely wrong. To be honest, guys, if he's gonna be comparing himself, like whenever your significant other, I'm speaking to both males and females, whenever your significant other comes to you, whether it's a promotion or it's something major, it's a major accomplishment that they just accomplish in their life. It's better not to compare yourself or what you did in the past or anything you accomplished recently because that's your female, bro. So it's like it's basically like you're in competition with her. So hopefully that's not what is going on here.
Another thing that was on the list was that he was constantly putting me down in front of everybody, but he was using the excuse that it was a joke to make it okay. For example, one time we were meeting my friends out at a dinner and he had asked me to grab him something from home and totally forgot. Was super busy that day. It just slipped my mind. When I get there, he just starts going on and on about how I'm the most forgetful person he's ever met, that he can't even trust me to plan our wedding or our honeymoon by myself. Like, he has to really make sure I'm doing everything right because I would probably just forget one of the most important things and ruin the day. First of all, I'm really not that forgetful. I forgot one thing in this situation, but he turned that one thing into an entire speech about why I'm basically useless. And the list started to go on and on like that. It was not these one-off instances. It was just continuous patterns of behavior that just kind of showed that he didn't respect me. But I was not ready to see that right before my wedding. So obviously at this point, I'm very upset. And I tell my maid of honor that it is probably best if she goes home because I just need to sit and process all of this. And as I begin thinking about it, I was like, this is ridiculous. She's just being overprotective. She only sees a small part of our relationship. She doesn't see all the amazing things he does for me, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm telling myself. But the next day, something happened and it just hit me all at once that she might be right. I was looking for my AirPods and I asked my fiance, hey, Have you seen them anywhere? Cannot find them. They were not where I left them. And he just starts going on this rant about how I'm so irresponsible, how he can't ever buy me anything nice because I'm just gonna lose it. And I need to work on that. And, you know, it's such a burden on him how much I lose things. What if I really couldn't tell.
No man, no man. It seems to me, homeboy might be stressed about something. If like every single thing that goes wrong, he's gonna be ranting on and on and on, and then bringing up the past and so forth. Because like obviously, as you said before, no one is perfect. But like what is going on here? He keeps on bringing up all the mistakes that you made in the past. Like for example, as you said a few seconds ago, you're looking for your earpods, and then he starts to cuss and saying that he cannot buy you anything nice because you're gonna lose it, or maybe it's things that you've done in the past, and it may be building up, or I'm not sure if it's the wedding or what's going on, but homeboy seems stressed.
Tell you that many things I've lost. Everyone loses things sometimes. Not that big of a deal, but he's just going on and on and on about how irresponsible I am. Like, okay, I get it. I ended up apologizing. I'm like, yeah, I'm really sorry. Well, I'm always apologizing. That was on our list too. You're always apologizing when you really didn't do anything wrong. Then, an hour later, my fiance comes over to me, drops my AirPods on my lap, and says, oh, yeah, forgot. I actually took them from right where you said you left them and took them to the gym with me. Here you go. No apology. No, hey,
No man, no man. As I'm tell you, bro, something. You understand what I say, babe? Something like something and nag him. There's something that keeps on pressing this dude for him to be getting off on you, like for every simple little thing that you do.
I'm really sorry that I just went off on you about how forgetful you are and how, you know, irresponsible you are when really he was the one that was forgetful that he took my AirPods without asking to go use them in the first place. It just hit me all at once. All the times that I apologized for things that weren't my fault, all the times that I felt like I needed to communicate better, that I was too emotional, that everything was my fault when really, no, it wasn't. When I looked at that list, I was like, wait, the reason that I would feel the way that I felt and I would be upset is because sometimes he wasn't nice to me. And I don't know what causes me to ask this question specifically, but I just look at him and say, hey, do you remember why we got in a fight the night before my birthday? And my birthday had been a few months back, so this was pretty recent. And he just looks at me and goes, oh yeah, when I got home late and you completely overreacted by getting upset with me, but I don't know why we're talking about this. Like, I forgave you. For context, what happened that night was I was throwing a birthday dinner celebration for all my closest friends at my apartment, and he didn't show up. I was calling him, I was texting him, he wasn't there. He shows up in the last 30 minutes of the dinner because he forgot about it. He was out drinking with his friends and just didn't come. I didn't even say anything to him about it. I just started crying and I went.
No man. But like these are red signs that y'all need to pay close attention to, because if like you and somebody have been together for 3 years, 3 whole years, and something as important as your birthday, and if he can find, or if that person, your significant other, can find the time to be out with friends drinking and not be at your party, that really says a lot. That really says a lot.
And spent the night at one of my friends' houses that night because I was just so hurt. And that's when I realized that my best friend was completely right and she was able to see something that I was unable to see with my rose colored glasses. Even when I didn't do anything wrong and he was obviously in the wrong, it all gets twisted and somehow I'm the one apologizing. And I just called off the wedding right there. Less than a week before the wedding. He was shocked. He did not see it coming. I was shocked. I didn't see it coming. Yeah, I just told him, I can't do this. I can't do this relationship. It's not right for me. And I left. I packed up my stuff and I showed up on my maid of honor's front door. And I was like, hey, can I live with you for a little bit? Some of my friends and family think I overreacted. They think that these were just a few small things that we could have worked on instead of canceling an entire wedding and just breaking up. But I don't know. I feel like I did the right thing. But let me know what you think and what you would have done because, yeah, it was a little bit of an extreme decision.
All right. So to be honest,
My maid of
to be honest, Like at the beginning, I was saying that no one can make a choice for you because you have to know what is good enough for you, and I strongly stand on that. But at the end of the day, uh, that's your childhood friend right there, right? And she noticed a pattern because she's your friend, and you guys might have a bond like never before, right? And she just wants to ensure that you're happy and you're doing the right thing. And to be honest, she know that she might be even risking losing you guys' friendship that you have just by giving you this information. So she's definitely a real one for caring more about your well-being than even the friendship itself, if you understand what I'm saying. And your friend, she's very intelligent because pattern recognition is the highest form of intelligence to me, and she was able to notice more than one patterns with your boyfriend. And the reason why I'm really against people like giving you, because like most of the times persons that are in a friendship, like they have been a friend, they've been in a friendship for a mighty long time, and their friend is going through something similar to this. Most of the time, bro, those friends end up backstabbing, right? But like at the end of this story, I can definitely say that your friend, she definitely helped you out on this one. But we're not gonna further, guys. Like, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below and make me know what you think about the video, guys.